All right, welcome to Inspired Living. We are talking with Renita Kirshan of Aesthetique Med Spa here in Naples. We've had obviously conversations before. I do want to touch upon um, the fibroblast
Yes.
coming up. Let's save that for a few minutes
Okay.
because I've seen that up close and personal. We'll talk about that in a second. Why don't you just give everybody kind of a general idea of Aesthetique?
Yeah.
Who are you? Talk to us about Aesthetique, and then I want to get into the youth layer method, and I do want to talk about, of course, fibroblasts because
Yes.
amazing. Oh my God, amazing. So, all right, let's start with that. Let's start talking
Okay.
about you and the spa itself.
Perfect. Well, I'm Renita Kirshan. I'm a clinical esthetician. I'm the founder of Aesthetique Med Spa and the creator of the Youth Layer Method. Aesthetique is a boutique med spa, and we focus on age management, right? We focus on regeneration inside and out. So that is the way that I like to frame my work, and that's how the Youth Layer Method was born. I realized that the way that aging was tackled in aesthetics was very surface level. And that was very temporary because you're only tackling the top, kind of scorched earth, and then you look great for a little couple months, and then, all right, I have to come back again. And that didn't make sense to me because it had to go deeper, right? So I looked at how the skin actually ages, and it ages in layers. So I decided to attack the skin the same way to slow aging at that point, right? That was the idea that I had. But when I introduced plasma into my practice, that's when the game changed completely. I no longer slow down aging. We actually reverse aging. We can biologically reverse skin cell age and how they produce. And it was just beautiful, the things that can be done,
Yeah,
truthfully.
this is one of the things I love about you. You're obviously beautiful, but you're beauty and brains. You're very smart. You could tell immediately when you start talking with you. You know your stuff, but you spend a lot of time learning. And that's what I think is unique. I really do. We all talk to people who are in business and people that have their daily jobs. But you can tell immediately when somebody has a passion and they just see the big picture
Yeah.
and they see how it all fits and they dive into it and they want to make it better and they want to make changes and grow the experience. That's one of the things I really, really appreciate about you.
Thank you.
So, all right, the youth layer method,
Yes.
go a little deeper on that.
Okay.
Obviously, you're talking about layers.
Right.
How do you attack those layers and how does that all kind of fit together as one?
Perfect. So let me tell you, there's 3 layers of the use layer method when it comes to skin. There's the cellular layer, the structural layer, and the dermal layer. So the cellular layer, we talk to it through jet plasma. We talk to it through biorepeal as well, but biorepeal goes into another layer. And we talk to it with nutraceuticals. Nutraceuticals feed the body from the inside out and give it all of the basics that it needs to create new collagen. You have to feed the body, otherwise it's going to pull from other areas. The structural area we tackle with cryoskin. Cryoskin is phenomenal at anchoring, especially after jet plasma. So it does great things for the lower face, the neck, the jowls, and it's something that is actually optimized when you add energy to it. So I combine it with plasma because plasma is an energy.
Okay.
So that's how we get into cellular and structural, and dermal is the top, right? So jet plasma works on the top as well. Our biorepeal, it's just when to implement each one is the key. And all of these work phenomenally together, but you can optimize them if you understand how they work together. And that's exactly what the use layer method is.
Yeah.
There's no thinking. I did that for you.
So it's basically you have a bunch of ingredients, but unless you have the recipe to put them together, you can't get that amazing souffle or whatever it is.
Exactly.
I don't know if I've ever had a souffle now that I actually had souffle, but
I don't think I have.
they're delicious. I don't know.
They look good.
Let's go chocolate cake. I've definitely had
Yeah.
chocolate cake. Okay. So, all right. And you bring up plasma.
Yes.
This is what I'm actually excited about. And I've seen it up close and personal. So please start talking about the fibroblast. And I do want to point out something.
Yeah.
I had a conversation recently with somebody and I brought up, and of course, I'm a layperson. This isn't my world, but I brought up I couldn't remember the name, but I brought up the procedure and I was starting to explain it, and they're actually in the business. And they came back and said, "Oh, that's the whatever, and the plasma, and it's the blood, and it's this, and they
PRP,
spin it, and they do that, and it's." And honestly, at that point, I was just like, "All right, you lost me already. So okay, we'll talk later," you know. But I think that's what people think of when they hear plasma. They think of blood,
Right.
but that's not what this is.
Not at all.
All right,
And
explain that.
that is actually, thank you for asking that, because that is my number one misconception. Anytime I bring up plasma, everybody thinks it's blood plasma, and it's the furthest thing. Blood plasma is usually taken, spun, and then redone. Like they use it as your own personal stem cell.
Right.
This has nothing to do. This is not even liquid. This is energy, right? So plasma is a form of energy. It's the fourth state of matter. We have liquid, solid, gas. But that energy actually communicates with our cells in a way that none other energy does. It's an electrical energy. Our bodies are bioelectric, so it knows how to communicate with those positive and negative ions. Another beautiful thing is our fat cells, right? Our fat cells are phenomenal at storing this energy. So plasma does the long term. Like let's say you get a treatment today for jet plasma. You have plasma energy in your cells for 6 to 8 weeks. It releases slowly, like an extended release, and it releases when very intelligently back to your dermal layer, and it talks to it, and that's how the biological reversal happens.
Okay. So then, and that's jet plasma.
That's jet plasma. With
Okay.
fibroblasts, it's about 8 to 12 weeks. Fibroblasts is a little bit more intense energy. It's not cold plasma like jet is.
Okay.
It's hot plasma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I always say it in this terms because I never want to, out somebody if they don't want it to be known that
Right.
they're getting things done. But somebody near and dear to my heart just went through this, the fibroblast.
Fibroblast, yes.
And I think it's 9. Is it 9? Okay.
Nine,
Yeah.
it's 9.
9. And oh my, I remember, and we talked about this in a previous podcast. I remember seeing a video of pictures of somebody that went through the process. And at that time I was excited and I thought, oh, that's incredible. I mean, it's, you can literally see the transformation just in the, first 2 weeks. The before and afters were amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing it up close and personal. Okay. Blew my mind. Again, day 9 right now.
Day 9.
So, I literally, a few minutes before we got on air, a few minutes ago, I literally said, there are no wrinkles. I mean, now, when you get to a certain age, you have wrinkles, and it's part of the joy of aging, but yeah, exactly. Trust me, not over here, but, oh my gosh, it just blew my mind. So please, let's get a little deeper into the fibroblasts, please.
Absolutely. When I created the youth layer, that was how I wanted to introduce plasma, right? But now you can transition from the youth layer into fibroblast, and youth layer prepares you perfectly. Fibroblast is a beautiful, beautiful treatment. And truly, it is the one treatment that I've seen that can reverse your cell aging, take away wrinkles, and actually supersede facelift results. I call it the fibroblast plasma lift because it is a non-invasive facelift, and that is not an over-exaggeration by any means.
No,
I have erased wrinkles. I have erased dark spots, freckles, chicken pox, scars. I mean, you name it, I can probably erase it. And it's a beautiful thing because it's very personalized, right? There is no 2 fibroblasts that are alike. I completely look at your face, I take a white marker, and we map it out. We decide what we're going to do. We have uneven eyes, we'll even them out. I mean, but the beauty what it can actually do is erase wrinkles. And it can be done, but it's all about technique. Fibroblast has actually been around longer than cold plasma has.
Really?
But it was the first one to come out, but it never really got got recognition.
Yeah.
I would say because the patterns were wrong.
Okay.
I don't think anybody ever learned how to correctly map a face and understand what you're doing.
Okay.
Fibroblast is one of those treatments that you get instant gratification as well. You know, you can see the skin tighten in front of you as you're doing the treatment. And when you're finished, the skin where I leave it is where it's going to stay.
Yeah.
You can't drop down, you know, it only gets better because there's plasma energy for 12 weeks, still reminding your cells, hey, we need more collagen, we need more elastin. And that constant reminder is the same when you go to the gym. If you go once and you get a reminder of collagen, you're not going to really get much. And if you go to the gym once, you're not going to build your muscles.
Right.
But over the next 3 months, it keeps reminding your cells on a daily basis or whenever it feels like it needs more.
Right.
And it's incredible.
Yeah, it's that consistency over a period of time. And
But-
anybody that works out knows, yeah, you go once, who cares?
Right.
You don't have to do a lot every day, but as long as you're doing it every day, all of a sudden you start seeing results.
Repetition is how you teach your body how to do something different. And it's no different for your skin cells as well.
And the way you said that, mapping the face, because when this is done, you literally see where you've mapped the face, right?
Yeah, you can.
You can see the patterns and all of that.
Right.
And that's amazing because you can get down to the granular, like you said, there's a difference here or the mouth is little or whatever it is, pockmark,
Exactly.
gone. I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, please, this blows your mind. And again, you're not going under the knife.
No.
It's a process, but the results, when people do a facelift, right? You cut here, you tack up there, and you're stretching here, and you're doing all that. I don't see that that's a better result than this. That's crazy.
Change. You don't change the skin on a facelift.
No.
You just put it in a different location.
Yeah.
The skin itself hasn't changed. It's still that age, still not producing as fast as it needs to. Yes, you feel tighter, but you can also look different.
Yes, I won't name the actresses that we all have seen who look a little different. Yeah.
But it's still, in due time, your skin cells are still going to need some kind of stimulation. They're still going to fall. And that's why they always say, like, you might need another. You know, that's the thing. Skin cells are not affected when you do treatments that just pull skin or freeze.
Right.
You know, it doesn't change the skin. It's not skincare.
Right.
But this is, you treat your own cells as though you don't give up on them, like as though they can still regenerate for you. You just give them a little spark and you just remind them, hey, you can do better.
So, and basically you're stimulating the collagen.
You're stimulating the dermis, which produces collagen, elastin, just the framework of your skin.
Okay.
And over time, as we age, it naturally starts breaking down. I always think of the dermis simple, like a fence, you know, one of those. And in between every cross, there's a little dot, right?
Yeah.
That's collagen and elastin. And all of a sudden, one thing breaks, another one flies off, and the fence starts
to sag.
And that's how we get wrinkles.
Okay.
So we use plasma energy to re-stimulate your whole entire dermis to start producing again. And we rebuild that fence.
Okay. So the dermis produces the collagen.
Exactly. Dermis has fibroblasts, which produce collagen and elastin.
Okay.
Their fibroblasts are in our skin. They're the producers of this. Now, the plasma energy stimulates your fibroblasts and get to work.
Okay.
And the more it says get to work, get to work, get to work, they naturally start producing at that rate on their own. So that's how we get the age reversal.
And that basically makes the skin fuller? Is that what it is?
Because
I'm a layperson when it comes to like collagen or all these terms. So just
think about it like this: like you have a foundation, right? And the foundation starts cracking, so your building on top is a little.
Right.
When you stimulate that, when you fix that foundation and you make it straight again, everything stands up.
Right.
So you're essentially not filling in the dermis; you're reawakening it.
Okay.
And not.
Like firming it up, kind of.
Exactly. Whatever is broken, you're just kind of like, okay, we can produce now. And they naturally produce.
Because the
These
science.
are not short-term results. Like, I mean, fibroblasts, you get to, if you do no aftercare, about 2 to 4 years.
That's
years.
That's
and
amazing.
if you do aftercare where you get a jet plasma facial to re-stimulate the plasma, it could be indefinite. It depends on how long you want to maintain for.
That's amazing. No, that's amazing. Yeah, and again, the science, I never understood the science, but I know what I see. And I'm telling you.
Years off. Years off. I mean, from what I've experienced, about 10 to 15 years in cell age and look as well. It's beautiful.
So if I had it done, that would bring me down to about 85 then.
94.
Okay. You're generous. Thank you. No, but I'm telling you, amazing. And I know I have heard so many inquiries over the last 2 days, just 2 days, asking about it because they've seen the results. And
It's almost unbelievable.
it is.
I've
It
had
is.
people claim that it's Photoshop. And I'm like, zoom into the pore. I'm like, this is not AI, people.
And
Like,
what
this-
is the best compliment in the world,
that is
right?
the best compliment. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's photoshopped.
thank you. Yeah.
Why, thank you.
I
Yes.
do create natural walking filters.
We can like the filter. Well, some of us, okay, that's amazing. So the process itself, now you really have to set aside a day to get it done because
Right.
it is so intricate for you
Yeah.
to do
I
this,
take my
right?
time.
To map it out and making sure you're getting into every area and this area needs to be filled out a little more than this area to make sure it's all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's art. It
I
truly is art.
actually studied the art of facelift. And in order to look at which direction to pull, there's the directions that they pull are the important ones to
Yeah.
go to. It's not just like, oh, this looks good here.
Right.
You also, when you're pulling, you have to make sure that you're not over
Right.
doing it, and you're making everything work with it. So the beautiful part was learning the way that I want to do it, and then once I started doing the treatment, I understood it and I loved it, and the way that we can manipulate. I mean, it happens in front of my eyes, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled I can get people the way that they see themselves
Yeah.
to look the same in the mirror.
No, what about, okay, so recovery time between
Yeah.
fibroblast and a normal facelift.
Right.
Everybody knows there's recovery time.
Right.
Talk about the differences in the recovery time and what people could expect.
Yeah. I think with a facelift, it truly depends on genetics, like how your skin heals and stuff like that. But it can be anywhere from a month or two,
Yeah.
With fibroblasts, it's about 7 to 10 days. It depends, again, genetically. So if you heal quicker, you're probably going to be on the 7-day spectrum. But if you heal a little slower, then I would say 10. And the first 2 days post-treatment are the most uncomfortable, I'd say, but it's not so bad. What happens when we do plasma is a process of sublimation, right? So we're just taking physical skin and making it into a gas. That gas expands.
Okay.
So the first 2 days, there is some swelling and it's maintainable. I give you all the products you need for comfort. So,
Neat.
and then after that, everything goes down and the healing begins. It could be from 4 days post that to about a week.
Which again will blow your mind. Blow your mind. So,
It's amazing.
and the other thing is with a regular facelift or kind of old style treatments. And again, we've seen, I mean, Meg Ryan, one of my favorite actresses. She was the darling of Hollywood and of America for a while. We've all seen when people have overdone it and you can't just put that stuff back. You know what I mean? It's
No.
once you tugged that skin and stretched it, there it is.
Yeah.
It is natural. It literally is just watching somebody like de-age. It's amazing. And I've seen it up close and personal.
It's beautiful. It really is.
I mean, it's almost one of those, you have to see it to believe it. Because again, as I said, I saw the video of somebody else's time period over, whatever, 7, 8,
7
9.
days, yeah.
And that was amazing. But when you see it, I've literally been like,
Wow.
okay, there's what? How? Oh my God. I think the more people see this, the more excitement there's going to be out here. I guarantee it.
The cool thing is that people now have another option. I've seen facelifts go great and I've seen them go not so great. But again, that's a risk. And that's a risk that some people are willing to take and some are not. This is lack thereof that risk.
Yes.
And truthfully, it's another option that people need because we don't have to just accept aging when there are ways to talk to yourselves and to essentially make them young.
Yeah. And if you think about it, the only risk is, I'm reawakening my skin. I'm waking up my skin. It's becoming more youthful. Not much of a risk, really.
It's not a risk. Plasma heals.
Yeah. Where's the downside? I don't understand. So now you've been doing this for a while here. I mean, do you envision this just kind of taking over what people are thinking about when they think about like facelifts and that sort of thing. That's how I see it.
Absolutely. I think more people need to know because there is another option. Anybody I talk to, it's like, oh, facelift, facelift. And I'm like, but why? Why not skin health? You
Yeah,
know?
right.
Why not talking to your cells?
Right.
Why not actually reawakening what you already have? It's not that it's too far gone and you can't do anything about it. I've done it on an 80-year-old, you know?
Wow.
So it's like, it's not, no cell is non-reversible.
Right. Right. At any stage,
Yeah.
you can still
Yeah.
head
And the
back in
cool
time
thing
a little
about
bit.
fibroblasts is that you can do it on your body as well. It's not just for the face. You can do it on stretch marks. You can do it on loose skin. You can tighten anywhere on the
What do you
body.
think about that?
Uh-huh.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. I had a baby 2 years ago, and I'm actually going to be doing it on my tummy to tighten it up as
Are
well.
you?
Yeah.
Now, are you
I'll-
gonna be doing it yourself?
I
Yeah,
sure
sorry.
am going to
Are
be
you?
doing them. Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
was thinking of recording it and like,
Yeah.
just like self fibroblast. I might
You're going to have to be one of those contortionists to make sure
I just need
you're.
a mirror and good lighting.
Hey, you know what? Heal thyself. Physician,
Heal
heal thyself, right? Yeah.
thyself.
Well, there you go. There you go. But the response has been amazing. I overheard a phone call yesterday with somebody that's in Miami. You know, we're in Naples.
Yeah.
In Miami, they were getting excited on the phone. It was about something else, and they were getting excited on the phone. And then they saw the pictures, and literally they were like, okay, I need the information. I'm driving over to Naples. This is amazing.
I love that. I love that people can actually react like that and feel confident that they can get what is promised.
Yeah. And that's where I think this is really, I do think this is going to change the landscape of this field,
As it should.
as it should. Because as everybody advances, we figure out you don't have to go through all the extremes. I mean, if you think back, what people have gone through in the past and where advancements are, I mean, in the past, if somebody was having a heart problem, they would literally have to crack open the chest, get in there. Now it's an outpatient procedure where they just go up and they take care of it. And, oh, are you okay? All right. Well, make sure somebody can drive you home. It's less invasive,
Exactly.
more effective. Healing time is shorter. There is no downside.
There is no downside. And to be honest, the beauty of it, like the field of regenerative medicine plus plasma has changed the game for me because regenerative means restoring, regenerating your own and, working with your body, not against it, essentially,
Yeah.
just putting foreign things in. And regenerative medicine is the key. We use it in my practice quite a bit. But plasma is also regenerative energy. It's the spark of regeneration.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not altering, you are literally just allowing it to heal itself. I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
It's essentially that's how it should be.
Yes. Now, do you remember the aha moment that you had when you learned about all of this and the first time where it just clicked like, oh my.
It actually happened with me with Jet first.
Okay.
And then I saw what plasma can actually do. Because in the way that the world is set up, it's like that seems too good to be true.
Mhm.
And I'm a skeptic when it comes to technologies and different modalities because
Yeah.
there's so many out there and I test
Right.
everything.
Right.
When Jet came to me and I saw what Jet can do, cold atmospheric, I was floored. When I knew about fibroblasts at that point,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen work that really was revolutionary for
Right,
me, And I started very much so looking into plasma when I started working with Jet.
Okay.
And I had come upon beautiful technique from this amazing girl in Vegas. And that is exactly who I trained under.
Okay.
The pattern that she created is genius. And that is why I have seen many, many other foreign work for plasma, for fibroblasts done, very lackluster. And
Yeah.
I never wanted to train with anybody until I saw her work. And thank you, Janie.
But that's it, right? It's technology, but then it's being able
Technique.
to give it a technique, and then not just technique, but an
Vision.
art form.
Yeah.
It's literally being able to see it visually. I can paint a picture. I know I can have the material, I can do a technique, but I'm not Da Vinci, right? You also have to have that art of knowing where everything is placed. And that I think is the differentiator. I really
It
do.
is. It is. It is art. And I love that I can combine my creative side with the science of it, you know, because you can actually, if you understand how it works and you see what you're doing, you can manipulate a face any way. I mean, if somebody has uneven eyes, I can just do one side to match it up. We can make them sisters again, you know? It's pretty cool.
That is amazing. So, yes, at some point,
Oh,
I will be
absolutely.
coming to you. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Trust me. So about
I've mapped you, by the way, since we've been sitting here. So that's good to hear.
I have a lot to work with. Trust me. Like, oh my God, we got to move that.
The more the better. I love that.
We got to do something about it. Well, pretty
Right.
much that whole thing. Yeah. So about 7 to 10 days for recovery.
Yeah.
So the first few days, you definitely do have to take some time
Yeah.
where
I call it a collagen vacation.
okay. Yeah.
And you just
Oh,
stay
yeah.
home. Yeah, absolutely. You're just regenerating a bit. How I say it feels like a bit of a sunburn.
Okay. Yes.
And-
Yeah. That's how it was described to me.
Yeah. And I do give products that help relieve that. So it's not uncomfortable, but you just have to stay cake.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And but again, that's a very short period of time. And then all of a sudden it's like the magic just starts like unveiling itself. I mean, I don't want to seem too dramatic, but
Thank you
but
for
I've
saying
seen
magic.
this. It's a,
I call it my magic wand.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe it. I believe it.
Because it truly even surprised me. You know, I've worked in aesthetics for a bit and I see what things can actually, to what level it can be done.
Yeah.
And I had all the confidence in it, but it superseded what I even thought and
Yeah.
changed the game. Completely
No,
changed
this-
the game.
this is a
Aesthetics will
game
never
changer.
go backwards.
No, this is a game changer. Again, just think of open heart surgery versus an angioplast where they're released the next day and there's better results, faster recovery, all of it. This is that.
Right.
This is absolutely that. Going under the knife, stretching here, tacking up here, doing all of that to this for better results, better recovery, faster recovery, more healthy. And you don't get the Meg Ryan / Courtney Cox / Melanie Griffith. I think those are the top three for me that are like, what happened there? You don't get that. You just don't.
You can walk down the street and people will be like, you look different. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
look refreshed, but they're not like, oh, she had a facelift. You
Right,
know?
right,
Like,
right.
they can't put their finger on it. And that's what I wanted.
That's what
I
everybody
know
wants.
that you see something different, but they just don't know what. Because
Yeah.
they know it's not a facelift. You
Yeah.
can tell on a facelift. With Fiberblast, you can't.
That's what everybody wants. You look more youthful, you look refreshed, and that's where it stops. They
Yeah.
can't figure it out, but you look great.
Right.
That's what I want. So
Yes.
get out your scheduler. We're going to figure something out.
Deal.
All right. So anyway, I really just wanted to talk about that. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
mean to
don't be.
monopolize the
Not
conversation,
at all.
but I'm
It's
all,
my favorite thing to talk about. So
I'm all about it. I am so all about it. So, thank you so much for indulging me on sitting down with me, getting deeper into this, because now I'm completely fascinated. I'm so won over and I'm so fascinated about this. I just see this as, like you said, just kind of changing the whole landscape of this industry.
it's time.
It's time, and it's that next step
It is.
that people have been looking for so long. So
It's here. And I can't wait for you to experience it.
let's make that happen,
I hope
please.
so.
Awesome. All right. Radiator Kirschan, Aesthetique Med Spa, Naples, Florida. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this from Miami. Hey, we've got people coming over from
I-
Miami.
And I have people actually flying in from up north. You can do virtual consultations with me. I will send you products for pre-care and we can set it up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.